Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. What is the word? I forget. Is it tame? He's not really, I mean, he's a wild animal, but we sell them in pet stores because even as wild animals, they can be taught that, you know, it's being kept by humans is not dangerous. And so, is that taming? Because they're not really tame. But then they're not really wild either. I mean, this is Patches Jr., otherwise known as Bat Ears McGee because he crinkles his ears up to his head. I do not know why he crinkles up his ears like that. He keeps them crinkled up while he's sleeping even. When he wakes up enough and starts getting interested in stuff, then he unfolds them like big radar dishes. But right now, he's just keeping his bat ears crinkled up, so I'm going to let him go back to bed. He wasn't asleep, but he was underneath his wheel and he was eating. But I love my little hammies. I love these little guys. And as soon as I get some money, I don't know when, because I'm going to talk about that later too, I'm going to get them bin cages so that they've got proper room, because the cages I have are almost criminally small. Unfortunately, these are the kind of cages you find out there when you go looking for homes for your pets. They don't have proper sized cages for animals like this. You go to any pet store and you're going to find small cages like the one that I've got. Hamsters though need a lot more space. It's like this far apart, a yard in this direction, and it's deep, so they need running space. And they don't have that. And I feel really bad, but it's better that they're in smaller spaces that I'm going to try and work on instead of them just being put out into the wild and dead. So I'm sorry that their cages are so small. I only found out about that, a couple years ago. It's only because I can't remember exactly when, but it was in like the last 3 years that I found out how much space they need and that I'd been harming them by keeping them in smaller cages. So these are bigger than the plastic ones that we used to have, so I don't feel as bad. As you can see, my nose is still red. It's got a double whammy now. I did not wear my mask last night. It's got breakdown on this side. It's sore and red on this side because it hasn't repaired the damage from wearing the mask all night on the very thin, delicate skin of my nose. This side, it's got a zit coming in. Yay. Because I've got both oily skin and the dryness and flaking from my thankfully mild facial and scalp psoriasis, I produce enough junk that as it pressed on my nose, it drove the stuff into the pores to get acne from that, and the breakdown on the other side. Hopefully this side at least, the breakdown side, will repair it today, because what I'm doing now is wearing my sleep mask every other night. Because right now, the way I'm doing it, if I wear this mask every night, I'm going to have an open pressure sore up there in just another 2 days. And then I'm not going to be able to wear my mask for days until that repairs. And I'm not going to keep getting open sores on the bridge of my nose. So I'm wearing it for a night, not wearing it for a night, wearing it for a night, not wearing it for a night. I'm going to call up and talk to the people at the CPAP clinic to see if there's anything that they know what to do. Thumbs up. Hopefully there's a good answer. I don't know if it is. Oh, I didn't even do this one yet. It is now 6:57 a.m. It is Tuesday, the 25th of July. I'm doing okay now, pain-wise, but as you can see, I don't have much. I'm not going to be doing well soon. And by soon, I mean I'm going to have enough to keep going today. And I'm going to hurt more as the day goes on. because I can't smoke as much because that's all I got left. And so as days go by until I get money, I'm going to be running on low cannabis and hurting. Talking about money, with my, I can't remember if I talked about this now, with my lawyer. In fact, I'm pretty sure I did, how my bankruptcy has been closed without being discharged because my lawyer didn't tell me a bunch of stuff that needed to be done. It didn't get done. Now it's been closed. I've got until the 10th of August to get it reopened so I can get it discharged. Problem is, I need to spend $25 so I can take this online course thing that I didn't find out that I needed to take until after my case had been closed. Thanks, attorney. So I've got to deal with the $25. My parents actually are helping me out on that. They're sending me a $25 Visa card so I can just use it straight online to pay for this thing that I have to take. That'll be good. On the other hand, my attorney says he needs $500. Now I've got to talk to an aunt of a friend who works with lawyers, and she is saying $500 is crazy, you shouldn't have to do that. I need to talk with her to find out exactly what I've got to do, who I have to pay, and how much, because I need to get the bankruptcy done, especially after spending almost $2,000 on it. And then I find out that my lawyer dropped the ball on me entirely. But as I was talking to my parents last night, I told my mother, well, you know, at least I've got some maneuvering time now. The deadline is coming fast. It's the 10th of next month. But it's giving me a little bit of time to try and figure out what to do. And she was going, well, you know, it's coming fast. And it's like, well, of course it's coming fast, day by day. But the difference is normally I only have time to go, oh shit, and then I'm ground up beneath the wheels as I'm hit by the truck. This time, the truck's about 20 feet away, headlights blaring, coming at me at 60. I don't have much time to get the hell out of the way, but at least I've got a little bit of time to look around and try and figure out what I have to do. That's new for me. As stated, I'm used to just going, ah! Because I usually find out the hammer's coming when it hits my head. Actually having maneuvering time is kind of nice. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do. I get $1,200 for my disability. Out of that, my rent is $1,050. That leaves me $150, and my rental unit for the stuff in my storage right now is $170. That's $20 more than I have. And then I have to buy cannabis and food, and I've got all this other stuff that I gotta buy. That's why I've ended up negative so much. My housemates aren't in much better shape. It's not like they're rolling in cash when I'm sitting here dying, because they're frequently going days where they just have like a sandwich for 2 days because there's nothing to eat and they don't have money to buy food. So, let me try and catch where I was going with that one. God, I love fibrofog. That's, yes, so, if it's $500 to pay for my bankruptcy, and I have negative amounts just after I do rent and storage unit, my bank will honor checks, withdrawals, etc. with a $28 fee per transaction up to minus $500. Of the past 6 months when I have dropped off our rent check, 5 of those times the check has taken over a week to be withdrawn. Once it took just like 2 or 3 days. If I can pay the $500 for my bankruptcy and people can donate to me quickly, and I hate to say this at all, but I have absolutely no other ideas what to do for money. if I can get any donations to my GoFundMe campaign, that will help bump it up so that when my rent check comes through, I won't have it bounce because I'm past minus 500. If you can help and donate, then I might be able to survive this one without having thrown $2,000 at my attorney so he could just say, fuck you. So that'd be awesome. As stated, I hate asking. My parents and my grandparents, who actually raised me until I was like 6 years old, but they were from, you know, the Depression era. They trained my parents, and my parents as such that it's, you know, if you have a problem and you can't take care of it, nobody cares. Shut up, suffer in silence, die if you have to. Nobody cares. But I know that's not true because I've asked for help and gotten it in the past. The fact that I'm alive, I reached out for help for my alcoholism and I got it. I've reached out for help from other people and gotten it. People have reached out to me for help. I can't help much, but I've done whatever I possibly could. I hate to ask. I feel great shame, and I'm going to feel worse shame if anybody actually helps, but if you could, that would be awesome. I just try to go through life impacting other people negatively as little as possible. I try to, if I do impact people, I try to impact them in a neutral or positive fashion. I absolutely hate impacting on anybody in any sort of negative fashion. I'm trying to just live my life and rock the boat as little as possible. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'm just trying to squeak through life and hurt as few people as possible. Most of that is because of social anxieties, yes, but... Well, on that depressing note, what I'm going to go do now is I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my comments page. If you have a YouTube account, and if you're watching this video, you probably do, then inside of your account, you have a Creator Studio. In the Creator Studio, you have a Community tab. Inside the Community tab is Comments. That lists every comment you have, minus the spam ones, which you have to go through, in chronological order from the most recent back to about a year. I've opened up 24 hours because I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people because I'm terrible at counting. I counted like 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 12. I watched myself skip upwards of 5 digits while counting. So thumbs up. But I'm going to thank 20 to 25 people. If you would like a shout out, just ask for it in the comments. If I catch it, you will get that shout out. If I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. I'm better at names than I thought I was, but I'm still a native American English speaker. And so if it's not American English, I'm going to have troubles with it. Again, no disrespect is intended. So, actually, somebody did ask for a shout out, and I need to get my little thingy open here so I can try and find out exactly where the page is. Jordan Kelly asked for a shout out, and Jordan Kelly, you just got your shout out. Son of a gun. Thank you very, very much. And then there is Stefane Mokeen, I think it is. Thank you very much. Now, whether people leave me a good comment, a bad comment, or a different comment, whether you're saying you're a wonderful person, you should burn in hell, or you're a human being, these are all equal in my eyes. Thank you very much for having left a comment. You get me out of my head and into the world interacting with people. Even if you're just being an absolute swine and shouldn't be allowed to interact with, you know, normal human beings, thank you for having left a comment. It is appreciated. And Danny Albrecht, thank you very, very much. Lambo Rambo, greatly appreciated. And Mad Child Maniac, thank you very, very much. Mateus Bulcher, thank you, greatly appreciated. Flaming Pineapple, thank you very, very much. And Tron205, thank you. And Joe Smitherman, thank you very, very much. Angel's Amnesia, ooh, that's a cool name. Thank you very, very much. And like actually, except it's ACYUALLY. Son of a gun, thank you very much. Sarah CX, thank you, greatly appreciated. Joe Moody, thank you. And there is Floyd Mortlock, thank you very, very much. Juan McQuire, thank you, greatly appreciated. And Mama Chell, thank you very much. Samsung Tablet, thank you very, very much. The Real King G, thank you very, very much, greatly appreciated. Brad Cardis, thank you. And Faith Faye, there we are, Faith Faye, and then Wikiki, heck of a name, hard to pronounce, thank you very much. Claude 5190, remember, Claude 5190, remind me in a week if the RNG does not choose your video. And then Rebecca Rose, 2 A's, Rebecca A. So thank you very, very much. And Alex is awkward, thank you very, very much. And then, well, this first, of course. And then last but not least, Adrian Martin. Thank you very, very much. Greatly appreciated, absolutely every single one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world. It's an awesome thing. Thank you very, very much. I do have just enough time now to do my greetings, where I like to greet people in their home language. I like to say good morning. If you'd like to say or hear good morning in your own language, if you could let me know how to say that, I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll put it in the list. I have had such a horrible night last night, falling asleep and all such, while I was rendering and doing things, that I didn't get this done. We're putting in the proper greetings, but I'll let you know when we get there. Bon dia, dia did, dia guet, guten tag, annyeonghaseyo, buenos dias, buna de manata. I have no idea what I'm doing with my hands now. Ohio, the breed, labas ritas, kumusta, bonjourno, Tere Hommikust, yorigeld, bora baide, barilus, ni hao, kalimera, bonjour, boker tov, jean dobry, or less formally, chest, labdien, dobre utro, mesa old Haley, because I don't have the proper one done yet, and I'm very sorry. Dobre Rano, I forgot where I was for a moment. Bereda, Privyet, Merhaba. And of course, go forth and have the crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage, doesn't have to be crack cocaine, doesn't have to be a prostitute spreading her thighs. The crack. Good food, good drink with good friends. Definite thumbs up. Well, shucks. If you could check out my links down below, that would be awesome. Click show more. They open right up. There's like Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+, my blog, all sorts of things. Again, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, that would be very, very awesome. And my thanks to everybody who has donated to my GoFundMe campaign. I really, honestly, would not be here now if it hadn't been for all of you. I mean, the internet spotlight shone on me and the donations came in. I wouldn't be in this house. I would be homeless or worse if it hadn't been for you. Thank you. That's why I'm asking for help again. My thanks again to every single one of my Patreon.com patrons. Again, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here right now and continuing to be able to stay in this place. You are beautiful, awesome people. Thank you so very, very much. If you would like to become a Patreon.com patron, that would be awesome. Now, if you cannot donate or you do not donate, that is a-okay. I take all donations of goodwill and such. I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very, very much. If you could toss me a like, that would be greatly appreciated as well. I do appreciate all the positive validation for my existence. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very, very cool. I understand why you wouldn't. I'm a weird older guy. I yammer on about my poor health. I yammer on about how I'm in trouble financially. But this is my processing time. That's what my vlog is. So thumbs up. Thank you very, very much for watching. It is appreciated. So as stated, I understand why you wouldn't want to, watch or subscribe. But if you do want to, I will do my damnedest to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. After all, slap a few coats of sealant on you, stack you like cordwood down in the basement. You'll last for decades before you go bad. Thumbs up on that. I actually have 40 seconds before it's at 20 minutes, so son of a gun. I have got a full 15-minute Oblivion video that I'm going to be uploading to my game channel today. Along with, I'm going to be uploading my Slime Rancher video that did not get properly told about by YouTube. Thanks, YouTube. So that's going to get done today. as well as my normal reaction video and another game video for this channel. I'm going to be doing 1 or 2 extra game videos per day on my game channel, so be prepared. So son of a gun, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing.